afternoon, good morning. Welcome to the Army. Welcome to Full Time Sports Network. We're on Twitters as well. So we're here to do Arsenal women versus Watford women FA Cup, the Doob FA Cup, if you want to be petty about it. But it is the FA Cup fourth round game between Arsenal and Watford. It is at Meadow Park. However, my stream still hasn't started. So look, these are the teams. So we're going to go into the Watford team. You've got Goldschmidt in goal, Leon Middlewald, Aggie Man, who's actually our player. She's on loan to Watford. So yeah, they must have asked very nicely if she could play. Giorgio, who is the captain, Harbert, Wilson, Fife, Haynes, Reed, and Henson. For the Arsenal, you've got Zinsberger, Fox, Ruben-Moy, Mead, Miedermeyer, Volti, McCabe, Ford, Russo, Ilstedt, and Jesus. Why have I got Jesus there? What on earth is that about? Hang on 2 seconds, people. I need to change that. I don't know why I've got Jesus there. Oh dear. I know I've changed it, so I don't know why it's like that. There we go. The players are now actually on now. So there we go. Right. There we go. Palova's in. That's the one. Right. Oh dear. I am here, I promise. Oh dear. There we go. You can tell I do all this by myself. Oh dear me. Will you be showing them, Natalia? Unfortunately, we can't down to copyright rules. So unfortunately, no. But big up to Natalia. Big up to Tony. Afternoon, Bobby. No, sorry, Natalia, we can't show it. Big up, Bobby. Hope you well. I was going to say Jesus. Yeah, mate. I know I made the error the first time, and I changed it, and then I just didn't upload it. Big up to James, who's now decided to use the same name as Tony is as well. But big up to Tony. He's in Paris at the moment. But the ladies are about to get onto the pitch at the moment. There's no sound still, which is a bit weird. I don't know why there's no sound. I have unmuted it. I don't know what's going on. Let's have a look, see if I can find some sound. Oh, there we go. There we go, got some sound. So the Arsenal ladies are wearing the white shirts just like the men did last weekend to show No More Red campaign. Very good campaign. And as we've said, they will stop doing this when there's no more blood. Is it on Sky? It's not, James. It's on the FA Player, which is free to sign up to and free to download. And yeah, it's very simple to use, to be fair. Let's start watch along fresh with a win. Yes, let's hope so. This should be a comfortable win, if I'm honest. I'll be honest. This should be like a 3 or 4-0. However, Watford aren't doing fairly well in their league. We're doing, fairly decent. But Watford recently beat Southampton very, very comfortably, who we struggled against. So they've obviously got some quality. Obviously, a lot of their players are actually ours. So that doesn't surprise me. But yeah, Chris saying here, we lost 3-1 at home to Oxford. Yes, they are in playoffs, but 3-0 down after 66 minutes. We played well till conceded first goal. Story of our season, then heads dropped like seals falling into water. Yeah, I know that you're saying that it is time for your manager to leave now. I know that you're about to sign James Young. I think you're James Bradford. So that's a quite decent signing, quite exciting signing. So hopefully, if you just strengthen enough, you will get better and better and avoid the drop, basically. New year, Bobby, no more doing losing watch-alongs. Mate, I'm trying. I promise I'm trying. Obviously, we've had one this season. We've already lost it. Didn't even score a goal. I've even got new goal animations for the Arsenal men's as well. So Jake Young, Arteta's the goal, says Tony. So obviously what Tony would like to happen. there's a lot of hate for Arteta at the moment, and I do get it to a certain degree. But I do think if we were in Chelsea's position, I'd be calling for his head. Simple as that. So, yeah. Look, big up to everyone. Please do hit a like, and if you are new, please do subscribe as well. We do as many Arsenal women's watch-alongs as possible. Next weekend is going to be a no, due to the fact Arsenal men are playing at 12:30, just to make my life that little bit harder. And when it's an early kickoff, I do a straight match reaction as well. So I won't be able to do the Arsenal women's game against Everton at all next weekend. A bit annoying, if I'm honest, but it is what it is. I think Simpson should go. He doesn't change tactics. We're too predictable this season. If he changes, then keep him, but he won't do it. I'm still backing him. Let's see at the end of the season. That's the way I'm going to be. This Arteta out stuff is nonsense, in my opinion. Well, we did a 2.5 hour stream the other night about it, James. I find it nonsense. However, I just like to get people's opinions on certain little aspects about when you would pull the trigger. Because at some point, like James, if you're still listening, if we weren't to win, here's Arsenal straight away here. If we weren't to win our next 5 games, like draw, lose, how would you feel? That's the big question, because then it would be 1 win in 12, and if we got knocked out by Porto as well, you'd extend him. Even what I've just said, I don't know if you might have missed that part. I wouldn't extend him after not winning in the next 5 games. Whoa. Wow. You do realise it's Arsenal process, not the Arteta process. So we could still get someone in that takes over the process. Yeah, it has, to be fair, and I know Chloe said it as well, it is tricky. It is tricky to be signing in. I'm on 2 at the moment. I've got it on my TV and I've got it on my son's tablet as well, just as a backup, just in case my TV decides to die. So yeah, just keep on persevering with the FA player. I think it's because everyone's trying to sign into it at the same time, and there's multiple games happening because it is FA Cup weekend. Oh, hang on. Oh, here comes Miedemeier. And it's a corner to Arsenal. It's not about Arteta FC. It's about Arsenal FC. I'm not back for criticising Paul Simpsons. I've had my opinion on him. Mutants yesterday, so unbearable. Look what he did last season. So what? Living present, not past. That's how I look at it as well. That's how I look at football. It's a results business. Where can I watch the match? Says Fatima. FAplayer.com. It's the only place that I know that's showing it. You might be lucky. Oh, McCabe. Did he score from a corner then? There might be a stream. Oh, Miedemeier is causing all sorts of trouble here. It's great to see her back, but she's loving this. Yeah, sometimes I think they have their own stream on YouTube. I'm not 100% sure. They might do. I couldn't guarantee that to you, but if not, it is definitely faplayer.com. Just be patient. It will take a while to probably signing because everyone's probably signing. Because there's been some great games. There's Newcastle, Man United, Durham. I can't remember if Durham are playing. But yeah, there's some great games today. Simpson's still saying his stuff after end of match interview, but even last night he was running out of words. Having an opinion isn't nonsense, it's an opinion. Well, there you go. Yeah. This is the thing. Like, I'm entitled to think what I want, and I'm entitled to say if he doesn't win the next 5 games, I want him sacked. Because, you know, one of his signings cost us last summer. I do like him. I'm not having a go at him, but We didn't need him. He wasn't the player that we needed. And we can also say that about Raya as well. We didn't need Raya. So there's, what, £95 million that we could have spent elsewhere. So, you know, look, he won't be given till end of season. We will be given till end of this window. He's got no excuses now. Yeah, look, exactly. If he gets loads of signings in and it still doesn't work, then yeah, he's got to be chopped, isn't he? But you're signing some good players, so that's a positive from the aspect of the owners. I am way ahead of the scoreboard. I don't know how this has happened. I'll be honest. I promise I'm not even there. Am I ahead of my tablet as well? I think I am as well. No, my tablet is miles behind. What's going on, man? There we go. Okay, my tablet's way ahead of me now. Right. God isn't protected as much as us. It's very true. Very true. I don't get the love. I really don't. This is why that stream the other night was very interesting, because I just wanted people's opinions. Like, what is it? And to be honest, no one really gave me a very good answer of why it is him, because I think there are many managers that can come in and still take over this project process, whatever you want to call it, and probably get better results, if I'm honest. And that's probably being harsh, and I'm sure James will have a go at me for saying it. But in my opinion, I think there's other coaches who can do the same job and probably do better. It's Arsenal on the attack. It's Pullover. Oh, good save. Goal! It is Russo with the first goal for Arsenal.
Welcome to my party. We're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare scarring.
So there we go. There's the first goal of the day. This could be quite a few. We could be quite busy with the goals, if I'm honest. Sorry, Watford, but got to tell the truth. So there we go. There is the first goal. Russo 1-0. Thank you very much, Tony. We didn't need Havertz, but I've backed him. Pity the fan base can't. Exactly. That's how I look at it as well. Your opinion is your opinion. I don't agree. There are lots, maybe 5, I'd say, but none of them are available. We're Arsenal. We can get them available. That's the thing. I want to watch the match, but can't. Look, James, right now, I'm chill about the end of the season. I'm absolutely chill about the end of the season. However, if he doesn't win the next 5 games, I want him sacked. It's as simple as that. He's got no excuses. It's pretty much his team. He's the one. You can say, oh, he's still got Cedric. He's still got El Neni. That's down to him. Tuchel. Did you seriously type that? Were you giggling whilst you were typing it? Ancelotti, yeah, he's staying at Real for another year. Klopp, there's managers who can take on this process more than that, mate. I promise you that. Big up to Ellie Louise. Unfortunately, you can't. If you type into faplayer.com, you'll be able to. It's free to sign up for, so it doesn't even cost you anything. You'll be able to watch it. It might take a little while to get into the actual website, because I think everyone's trying to do it. But you will get it, and you will be able to watch it for free. And watch all WSL games as well for free that aren't on Sky Sports or BBC. James, but you said wanting Arteta out is nonsense, so you don't worry about other people's opinions. It's just the way James typed it. I know he doesn't. He just doesn't agree with opinions of Arteta out, but Arteta is not the be-all and end-all of this. That's the main thing for me. He's not the be-all and end-all of this process, and that's the good part. Arsenal passing it. Watford have done literally nothing, and to be fair, kind of what I expected. I expected Arsenal to be hungry. They've just come back from their warm weather training as well. Hang on. Oh, McInerney, not a chance. Klopp, no chance. Pep, are we talking about our last left winger? It is nonsense, in my opinion, but I still respect you having that opinion. Arteta is a fraud, says Jeff Butler. I'm never going to be his greatest fan. Never will. There's plenty that I don't like about him. If he wins his trophies, then great. But at the moment, there's a weakness within him, and I don't like that. And it's not what we need at Arsenal Football Club. There wasn't a weakness in Wenger at the early point. There was really very, very rarely a weakness in George Graham. There's a weakness in Arteta. We're Arsenal Football Club. We're not, no disrespect, but Crystal Palace. You know, we are Arsenal. And this process can be taken over by other people. The process doesn't need to stop. As in buying like the kind of profile that we do, that doesn't have to stop. What I don't want to be doing is starting to play like City, because currently that is our problem. El Neni, Cedric, Eddie, Vieira, Havertz, Jorginho, all his players, all crap, says Chuff. El Neni is a tin of Ronsil. Cedric, never wanted him. Don't know why he was anywhere near our club. Eddie has used up all his chances to impress, hasn't. Vieira, I just feel unlucky for him because he is very talented, just doesn't fit the system. Havertz, should never have signed him, but he's a good player. Jorginho, slightly past it, but does what he needs to do when is necessary. So yeah. Arteta has done a lot for the club. I just think he gets away with too much. He does. Big up to Hada. Hada! Hi, Mister. Today must win 5-0. Yes, that's kind of scoreline I'm predicting is about a 5-0. We do comfortably beat these pretty much every time we play them. I've given up with this FA player. We'll just have to you in the background. No worries, mate. Well, I'll be talking about those. Why is it 2-0? Well, it is 2-0, according to the scoreboard. I haven't seen the goal yet. All right, here comes Mead. I might as well get this goal celebration ready.
Welcome to my party, we're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare scarring.
Volti with the second, so that's now 2-0. We are so far behind the scoreboard, it is hilarious. 2-0 for Tony. Did you see City last night? They're leagues ahead of us. There's a reason behind why they're leagues ahead of us. It's because they get to spend like £50 million on pretty much every position. We don't get to do that. You know, yeah. We can't be like City. We just haven't got the financial capabilities of it. But we have, say, Arteta out, we're all toxic. Exactly. And that's not fair, because if you don't want Arteta out, you're not toxic. That's just your opinion. Why can't I make an account at FA Player? I don't know. You should just be able to sign into it for free, because I'm on my phone as well, I think. Let's have a look. See if I can do it. So Arsenal another attack here. It's gone out. Right, so I'm going to see if I can create a new account. Yeah, so if you just go onto FA Player, it will come up with options of signing to my account, don't have an account, create an account. Just press on the button and it will take you through to your email address, and it will then send you a code. So yeah, I've got a feeling, because everyone's trying to sign into it at the same time. This is the problem. It's happened constantly. Every time I seem to do an FA Player game, everyone seems to struggle. I do apologise. Leah Volti, I don't get an email. Try your spam folder. It might be that, Robin. Leah Volti, yes, with the second one. Arsenal 2, Palace 0 on my head. Yeah, that's next weekend. It doesn't let you make an account, Bobby. It's bugged. Oh, Arsenal have another chance here. Poor Watford. They are just. It's currently 10 defenders and a goalkeeper against Arsenal. I really do. Doesn't send us. If you check your spam, see if that works. Oh, geez, I think it's just frozen. Big up to Calandra. Do apologise about the FA player having a nightmare today then. What I would say is if you've got a game that you want to watch following week, I'd sign up maybe a couple of days beforehand because, mate, I think the ball's gone out here. Mead's down here. We would be 5th today, as I've said, 10 points behind last year. So this is the thing. If we don't win the next 5 games, and I feel we have to win all 5, and that includes the one against Liverpool, we have to, I will be concerned. I'll be okay. I'll be okay if we get 13 out of 15. Any less than that, I won't be okay. Yeah, that's how I look at it. But yeah. But big up to everyone that's watching. Please do hit a like and subscribe. Really would appreciate it. Thank you very much. So I'm just taking this FA player for you. Both players having a little bit of a drinky poos. See, Leah Volti could be leaving probably in the summer now. I don't see it happening in this month. But she could be going to Real Madrid. Could be a nice signing for her, to be fair. I do feel sorry for Watford, though. Big up to Emma. Hello, do you have any advice? I'm trying to watch the game on FA Player, but it won't let me make an account, so I can't watch it anywhere. All I would say is try, and then when they send the email, check your trash or whatever folder it is, spam folder. See if they've sent you the code there. If not, for the next time, try and open an account 2 days before the game that you want to watch. Because I do think that when everyone is trying to sign in at the same time, I think it's basically bugging out. Yeah, me neither. I think too many people are trying. Yeah, exactly. There you go, Chloe. I think that's what the problem is. That's the problem. It's not sending the code. Oh dear. See, I might try and do it myself and see if it sends me a code. I don't know my email. Let's see what my email is. Might try. Let's have a look. See. Let's have a look. See if I might see if. Yeah, I'll see if I. What I might try now is try and create a new account now. I think I'm already signed into it, aren't I? Let's have a look. See. I do feel sorry for Watford. They've got it's going to be painful for them, to be honest. I don't think 2-0 will be how it finishes. They just can't get out. Oh, Watford have won it back there, but they're giving a free kick away. Oh dear. I can't. I actually can't even sign in. So I can't even do that. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. I forget that I've asked if he puts McCabe and Russo in team for Palace. So if this great manager gives contracts to these players like Nelson White, they just come on for 5 minutes as treatment of Smith Rowe, it's disgusting. That is one of the big issues I have with him. His mad management is awful. He wants a squad, but then has his favourite players, so he doesn't actually dip into the squad. It doesn't make any sense at all. Oh, Miedemeier, great save by the goalkeeper there, Goldschmidt. But yeah, his man management skills are lacking. Chloe saying here, I wish they'd made the FA and Conti Cup games more accessible to watch. 100%. I don't agree with it. I don't like it. It really frustrates me. How is McCabe playing? We've gone for our strongest lineup, to be fair, which I actually quite like. I like that Jonas has gone. We've had a nice holiday. Let's come back, all guns blazing. Pardon the pun. I agree, Chloe. I'm in Australia. Oh, it must be really tricky. Wow. Yeah, I'm sorry that FA players let you down, but next time, maybe tomorrow, before the next lot of games come up, create an account, do it all tomorrow. Hopefully, it should be no problem. Nelson and Nketiah were given contracts to stop them going for free, 100%. ESR hasn't been good for a couple of seasons. Stop the hell and rubbish. What I would say is Smith Rowe is quality. He's got a lot of talent. However, Arteta doesn't trust him, and when Smith Rowe doesn't play, he looks cold. He looks out of form because he was incredible in the under-21 championships. Absolutely incredible. His link-up play with the other forwards of Cole Palmer, Madueke, was it Archer up front? I can't remember. But yeah, absolutely incredible in under-21s. It just Arteta just doesn't trust him. It's midnight in Australia, but the things we do for Arsenal, yeah, big up to you, Rue. Madness. Jake Young, one of the top scorers in League Two this season when he was on loan at Swindon. Armstrong needs strike partner like Young. Well, there you go. Hopefully get him. I wonder if there's anybody streaming on the game. Same at Armour, can't find anything. Don't know actually. Here comes Arsenal now. Have you read Arsenal's book? I thought it today. Keen to read. I haven't actually. No. I'm sure that'll be a great read though. Let me know what you think of it, Chloe. Sorry, Aaron. Sorry, it's just annoying that loads of people can't watch it. All I would say is next time, sign up a good few days ahead so you avoid the last minute rush to sign into an account. I signed into my account about an hour beforehand. So mine was ready. It didn't actually start until 5:02, to be fair. So but Arsenal's just passing it around at the back here. Here's Zinsberger. We should be announcing a new goalkeeper this week as well. It'll be a short-term contract just at the end of the season. I think we all kind of have a hope of who's coming in for the new season. Here's Ford. Good cross, but cleared by Watford. I've checked streaming sites, found nothing, so got it. Big up to Margarita. Let's see if I can find it. Who is it? Oh, what's her name? Is it? I don't know how you say it. Is it Buddha Dia? Is it Buddha Dia? She's 37. It's going to be a short-term contract. She's just going to cover because D'Angelo's going to be going off to some international cup. So we'll be down to, well, just Zinsberger, to be fair. I think it's Buddha Dia. What's her name? Buddha Dia. Goalkeeper. No, it's not that then. I'm just typing it in, it's not coming up. I don't know who it is now. If anyone could let me know in the comments, that'd be really good. On which side you watch the game. I'm actually on the faplayer.com. Do you think Manu will start? Do you think Manu? As in Zinsberger. Zinsberger has started. She is in goal. Damn, even the FA website itself is bugged. Oh dear. Honestly, James, this happens every single time I stream this game. Every time. It's madness. Every time I do an FA player game. Because everyone's trying to load into it at the same time. Yeah, Manu Zinsberger, if that's who you're on about. Well, hang on, here's Andy Man. Here come Watford, I'm actually on attack here. Here's Fife. Oh, should we be able to get across in here? No, good defending there. Good defending by Mead. And Fox is fouled. Hopefully we get a new goalkeeper. Manu Zinsberger has just been terrible. Thank you, Emma. I feel really bad every time I do a stream about Arsenal. I always say the same thing. I say the same thing about Zinsberger, and I feel like I'm the only one that sees it. But I'm glad you said it too. That goal she let in against Tottenham really let us down 100%. Absolutely awful. I hope we get Earps in the summer, but I know we're definitely getting a short-term deal goalkeeper for the rest of the season. I don't even see how you want more people to watch the women's game and then have the rubbish system. It will put people off even trying to watch it again. Well, I want people to actually go to the games and watch it. I know that we've sold 35,000 tickets for the Man U game. But yeah, as in for people watching online, yes, the FA player. But because the WSL are now going to go solo, I'm going to guess, don't quote me on it because I'm not sure, but there will be a new app to watch the new games, I would have assumed. This would be amazing. We would be unstoppable. To be honest, Erin, yeah. I think we would be totally unstoppable with Earps in goal. Because Zinsberger, for me, is always our weak spot. Always. Every single game. Even when D'Angelo's in. Our goalkeepers have always been awful. Another corner to Arsenal here. Just to be even, if Jonas doesn't do it this season, bye-bye. Depends how the rest of our season goes, because currently the Champions League, I'm not happy with that at all. Yeah, Champions League was awful this season. League-wise, I expect to push Chelsea as far as we possibly can, and if we don't, then I'll be disappointed. Do you know when Williamson will be back? She is back training. She's back to full training. So I'm going to guess mid-February. That's what I reckon. Manu needs a confidence boost because in previous seasons she has been incredible, but we can't have a keeper who lacks confidence. Right now, it's our biggest flaw. 100% Chloe. Leah's on the bench. Yeah, but I think she'll start. I think she'll start mid-Feb. I think we're just having Leah. I don't see her playing in this game, if I'm honest. I really don't. It's so tricky because Manu was great versus Chelsea recently when the Tottenham game happened, and I legit was disappointed. 100% Rue. Got a code? Yes. Excellent stuff, Emma. I'm happy. I think we're all happy about that. Yes, the codes are coming through, people. So keep checking your emails. You should be able to log into your account soon. But yeah, for people that are new, I do update on Arsenal transfers as well, women's and men's. It's not just the men's I talk about. I talk about the women's as well. So yeah, please do subscribe if you want to keep it. Oh, the next news show will be on Wednesday this week. I do bring it a little bit earlier if there is breaking news. I will try my best to do a stream, but if not, it will be on Wednesday. Arsenal's just passing it around really comfortably right now. I hope so, because I don't want to miss her return. I don't think she'll. I'll be surprised if she comes on today. There's no way she's 100% fit, and it's just not. It's not worth the risk. I don't think we need it against Everton next weekend. I would suggest that we'll probably start her like mid-Feb. They come through, but then you can't verify. Jeez, you're kidding me. Is it because it's taken so long to come through? Do you know why Kim Little is out? Slight injury, I think. Nothing to worry about, though. Slight injury. Do you have to pay for an FA player? No, totally free. Absolutely free. 100% free. Every single game that they show is free. And that's Conti Cup, FA Cup, WSL. I think it's Championship as well. I think there might be some non-league on there as well. Don't quote me on that though. Arsenal will. McCabe giving a free kick away there. Same thing for me, James. Pick up to HA. Yeah, I got a code, but it doesn't leave the email pros and let me insert the code. Jeez. I've been waiting for it to process my information for a while now. Oh, my word. Oh, dear. Oh, that's great. I'm also waiting for a code. Jeez. Right, all I would suggest, if it doesn't work today, try and do it tomorrow when not so many people will be trying to do it. Big up to Erin. How is Fox looking? Comfortable. Very comfortable. Interesting signing, if I'm honest. I suppose if we were letting Maritz go, obviously Cool has left as well. She's gone to Everton on loan. I suppose we did. She's 25, so she'll be with us for a couple of years. She looks comfortable. We kind of need to see what happens in the WSL because Kadina has not impressed me at all when I've seen her play. Ilstedt took a few games to get settled in, but she looks comfortable now. Oh, here's Palova or Palova's. Palova is having an incredible season, I have to be honest. But Palova's been outstanding this season. Right, let's have a look. We're looking at 3 more signings to add to our 4 signings. That's brilliant news. Wally, we want Mary Earps. It's the hope that we have in the summer. Man, you know. Well, I don't think we've put a bid in for her. It'd be interesting if we did. Would they accept it? I don't think they would. But yeah, we got to sign her in the summer, surely. Also, how's McKay playing on the left? Honestly, I know she's. That's another one. I know she's strong in defence, but from our scoring issue earlier in the season, I don't know why he didn't play her higher. At least on left back, she can link up. Yeah, but this is the thing. We've got so many quality players. It's very hard to fit them in. That's the thing, isn't it? Nicely with Caitlin. Kind of Steph does, yeah. Well, this is the thing. Catley and Ford, they've got a great combination, haven't they? McCabe and Ford have a great link up as well. It's tricky because, yeah, as I said, I've always said this about McCabe, but she's actually a left midfielder. So, it's crazy to see her as a left back. How's that not a free kick? Jeez. Jake Young, another Bradfield player joining us. Can't wait for that meltdown. Do you know why Steph Catley is out? I think that's just a rest, if I'm honest. I think that is it. Sam will probably shouldn't the bench now. It's the Aussie magic. Cooney Cross. Now, she has been extremely amazing this season. I know she didn't start very many minutes at the beginning, but the games that she's actually started, wow, she looks incredible. We've got a really good signing in her. Arsenal just passing it around very comfortably at the moment. There will be a bit of injury time because there was a bit of a break. For trying to find McCabe, but too heavy. It's gone out for a Watford goal kick. Just waiting for Watford to actually take the free goal kick. It seems to be taking forever. There we go. Watford have been very brave. They're playing out from the back against a very good Arsenal press. And Watford have given away a goal kick, a corner even. Still waiting for it to. Oh, geez, sorry, Emma. This is madness. It's funny because McCabe plays almost as a 9 most of the time for the Ireland national team. Does she, Chloe? Honestly, I don't actually get to watch the Irish women. But yeah, mad. That's crazy, isn't it? The Aussie girls are great. Watched them in Perth, Australia a few months ago. Lucky. Absolutely lucky. Big up to you, AJ. It's all right. I just sent an email to them asking if there's anything that can be done to help with it. So there you go. James is. I'm not sure if that didn't go over the line, you know. Oh, Goldschmidt is having a bit of a nightmare here. Arsenal still on attack is Miedemeier. Oh, the ball went out there for a goal kick. I need to see this corner by McCabe once again. God, how close was that to going over the line? Big up to Peter. Big up everyone. Chris was in full flow yesterday on Twitter. I swear if McCabe gets a yellow. I always say you should always put money on McCabe getting a yellow for every game we watch. Always seems to happen. Claps for James. Is Wally holding the team like usual? I just love the way you put Wally. Volti is doing very well today. Yeah. But Palova's having a great game once again. This is why I think we will let Volti go in the summer, because we've got Palova, we've got Cooney Cross now, we've got Kim Little still. You know, one of the midfielders has got to go to make way for letting Palova and Cooney Cross play. So, upset, mate. I said to Chris the other day when I heard, because I think it was the same day he was replaced. I was doing a stream. I'm like, well, that's another reason not to watch F1, because Steiner was one person I enjoyed watching. Any Mead might link ups. Not so many actually, because they're kind of Miedemaier's more on the left than she is on the right. But currently they're on the same side. But Miedemeier is very floaty at the moment. It's not staying in one position. I quite like it. Leah Wally to Rome. Yeah, unfortunately, harder. It's looking that way. But like I said, I think with Palova and Cooney Cross, we've still got Kim Little. One of them's got to go, really, because otherwise someone's always never going to play. Sad, but I expected I would leave after spending 10 years at Haas, but nothing has happened there apart from being worst team on the grid. Big up to Miranda. We are watching it on FA Player. However, yeah, as Chloe's just put, it's a bit of a nightmare. So try and be patient with it. If you can't do it today, try and do it tomorrow for the next games. Because it is. Is McKay captain to she indeed is. Yes. Sorry about that, people. My internet decided to die. My internet decided to die at the wrong time. Right, let's get to the comments. Absolutely love McCabe. Has Zinsberger done anything good so far? She's done nothing bad, so that's what I'll take out of that. We've got 24 races this season. I'm excited. Bobby frozen. I had frozen. I do apologise. No, we haven't, Peter. Be in my 22, in my opinion, maybe 23. But I know China Grand Prix ain't happening for obvious reasons. I don't get why they keep adding it when they know it ain't happening. Big up to James. Say yes, I do have slightly difficulties. He will be right back, people. Thank you very much, James. Appreciate it. Amount of races are ridiculous, and madness. Drivers and staff have families. I prefer old days, 15 to 18 races. Yeah, it's crazy. Right, so here comes Watford. Thankfully, the game hadn't stopped for me, so I was watching the game. Russo with a very good chance just went wide. Oh, Kevin Campbell, please shut up. Seriously, if Villa win, they go joint top. No, Kevin, they go second. Oh dear. Oh, Watford have actually got a corner here. Taking a short corner. They've lost the ball, and here comes Palova on an attack, but she's going to have to slow up because no one's up there to support her. God, it's really warm. There comes Watford. Oh, it's Miedemeier. Well done. Hopefully it's all working now. Kevin has just been in bitter mouth. Oh, I love it. Weighing on a well, I apologise. I had to disappear for a minute because my internet decided to die on me. Hopefully you get it. Hopefully you do. How has Caitlin been so far? Caitlin Ford. Right. Sorry. I just think of surnames. I don't think of their first names. But Caitlin's been really good. Yeah, she's put some good crosses in. To be fair, I think she's been really good this season as well. She did have a game. Was it Tottenham? I think it was Tottenham game where she frustrated the heck out of me. I think she had about 7 attempts on goal. Don't think she got any of them on target. She just felt like she was always a bit selfish. You can watch on Apple. It's down at the moment. Big up to Beatrix's radio show. Oh, just hit the crossbar. Another shot. Watford are struggling defensively here. These cars won't last, which affects the team's development. Macabre for following season. More money off their budgets. Everyone is dead since America's gone to ruin it. Does FA player work in the US? I've tried to sign up with my email. It never works. Well, as far as I'm aware, it should do. What I would say is currently everyone's having problems signing into it. So maybe try again tomorrow or Tuesday and see if it's just a today problem. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. To be honest, because Mine's not doing great stuff, I have to be honest. I've been quite lucky with but here comes Miedemeier. Oh, how did that not go in? I think that was Caitlin Ford there with a chance. It's just I think that's 3 minutes of injury time. Yeah, 3 minutes of injury time. I will have a break at half time. Here comes Watford. Here comes Angerman. Quickly closed down by McCabe. Here's Russo. Could have at least been 4 or 5-0 up so far. I think Jones will probably make changes second half. Give some players some minutes. I'd be disappointed to see Williamson though. I would not want to see her anywhere near. Corner to Arsenal. McCabe going to take it, unsurprisingly. Corner comes in. Another shot blocked. Not for going backwards, what they're doing. They're bringing their own trouble to their own door here. You can see here comes Miedemeier. Just outside the penalty box of Watford, but there we go. Trying to speed up the attack here. Russo is Volti. Here's Ruben Moy. Oh, that's Fox. Oh, I'm going to struggle here because I'll be honest, from a distance, Fox looks like Ruben Moy. And there's half time. Dominant first half. Yeah, I feel sorry for Watford, if I'm honest. But yeah, I'm going to have a quick break. I will be back very shortly. Once I can find the break video, that is. Welcome back. So, currently half time. 2-0 to the Arsenal versus Watford. Watford have been, outplayed. Not a surprise, really. WSL team against a championship team. It's not that much of a shock, I suppose. But yeah, there's no stats, unfortunately. I've checked the two websites I always use for stats. They've got no stats on it whatsoever. I'll see if they say anything at halftime. They haven't said anything yet, so I can't even give you any information. Big up to Colm. Colm will be joining Dermo there, as I said, there, Man United versus Tottenham watch along on FTSN at 4:30. So please do tune in for that if you can. Thank you very much. And Colm saying here, Man United women 5, Newcastle 0. I was about to go for the halftime scores, so thank you very much. That one has finished. That was a 12 o'clock kickoff, I think. And it was Toon, Nikita Paris with 2, Williams with 1, and Mallard with the 5th and final goal. Man City have just made it 3-0 against Durham. Don't know who the goal scorer is, but Coombs and Rord have scored for Man City so far. It is 0-0 between Bristol City and Liverpool. Chelsea are losing at home to West Ham. That would surprise me, actually. Crystal Palace 0, Blackburn Rovers 0. The horrid team from Suffolk are losing 3-1 to Charlton Athletic. Luton are losing 2-0 to Brighton. Plymouth are losing 2-0 to Nottingham Forest. Sunderland and Southampton are currently 0-0. The other games kick off at 2, and then there's 2 kicking off at 3. So you've got Burnley versus Birmingham, Reading versus Wolves, Tottenham versus Sheffield United, Derby versus Leicester City, and London City versus Moneyfields Women. So then the Arsenal ladies have just come back out on the pitch, so we probably should not be far away from the second half kicking off. Stayed up for the boxing earlier this morning at 4 a.m, got to sleep after it finished after 5 a.m, then woke up at 10:45 a.m. I hate boxing when at the time, of course, in America. Jeez. That's not a lot of boxing. Did you get up just for one fight? Is that what you did? You just got up for one specific fight? Doncaster Bells have just kicked off. Have they? I'm guessing that's not for the FA Cup because they're not on the list. Let's have a look. Where are they playing? Thank God. You trying to wind me up here, mate? Are they playing? Let's have a look. They don't exist anymore, do they? WPL Division 1. Brilliant stuff, Emma. That's fantastic news. I'm glad you got a code. So hopefully you enjoyed the second half. WPL Division 1. Hang on. You're playing Stockport County. Is that who you're playing? Let's have a look. Yeah, you're playing Stockport County. That in the FA National League. So that's the amateur league. Yeah, thank you, mate. Appreciate that. Coverage started at 1 a.m, but only wants to stay up for the main event, so stayed up for the wild card. Oh, okay, got you. We were playing Stockport. Yeah, sorry. When you type it in to the system I got, you get the Super League come up first, which was what you were in 8 years ago now. You have to go really far down the actual page to actually see what they're playing today. It's a bit rude, isn't it? Jeez. But yeah, you are playing Stockport County. You're not doing very well there, are you? Beat Chorley last time out, though. But then you lost to Rugby, York, lost to Hull, lost to Leeds, lost to Leek. Wow. Doing better than men's team. Not nice watching it, trying to keep my mates. Yeah, I can imagine, mate. Right, it's the second half. Where's the Watford players? Oh, there they are. My screen literally just had the Arsenal women. I'm like, are the Watford players out? Yeah, so the second half is about to kick off now. 8th in league currently. Thank you, Colin. Appreciate that. All right, so there we go. Game is back underway. Oh, it's Miedemeier. Oh, good defending there by Watford for a change. They're not helping themselves, though. They're trying to play it out. Five's fine here. So it was just out of the view, so I couldn't actually see what happened or who it was actually. But Fife fell over on the side of the pitch, but she's up and fine now. So whatever it was, the referee's bringing it back to Arsenal's possession. I'm going to give it to Fox. I need to bring the screen a bit down because I'm missing a little bit of the actual pitch. And we are joined by James, but I need to sort out the background before I bring him in. Let's just sort that out. There we go. So we'll put that on there. And then there we go. There's James. How are we doing, James?
Hello, sir. I'm good. How are you?
I'm not too bad, mate. Not too bad. Managed to log in okay then, yeah?
Yeah, eventually. Jesus.
Cool.
Took me a little bit of faffing around, but, nothing like 45 minutes later.
I know. Emma's managed to get a code, so Emma's managed to sign in now, so that's good. We're away to Barnsley on Tuesday, so I'm not going. I'm going to say, but yeah, to be honest, mate, yeah. But in other news, the Butcher and Casemiro are out. Old Trafford today, included in the matchday squad. Wow, so Martinez and Casemiro are back for United. I've been nice. We will get beat 3-0 at Barnsley, but it's how many Barnsley want to win by. Yeah, Barnsley are one of the strongest teams in League One. So, yeah, it could be a bit of a nightmare.
Yeah. This is my commitment, as I made to you, to try and watch more of the Arsenal women's. And the first time I try and watch a game, it's like, nope.
Yeah. Every time I've done a stream when I have to watch it on FA Player, I have the same people doing the same comments. Everyone struggles. I don't know what. It's just madness. Because we all want them to watch more, but for some reason the system just is rubbish. But I expect when they're not under FA umbrella, they'll have their own app. I would have assumed, because it won't be on FA Player next year.
All right,
that's for certain. Well, because they're not part of FA now. They're going solo.
Okay.
So yeah, Barnsley suck. Colm, I know you're from Doncaster, and I know that was something that had to be said. Barnsley don't suck. Not in League One anyway. Hopefully a cricket score to make the owners act. Yeah. But obviously, yeah, because this will be your first time. Is it your first time watching us?
No, I've watched a few games, but not like recently. Probably like 6 months ago.
Yeah. Okay.
So complete newbie to like I know who some of the players are. Don't get me wrong. But you know who they are, what they do, style of play, I guess.
Well, you'll be impressed by the press because we do a very good press at Arsenal Women. Our defensive capabilities are somewhat lacking. Our goalkeeper sucks. Mate, I'll say it until she
I know.
goes.
No, you don't. Has there been the only thing I can really remember from last time is we were talking about Mary Earps, right?
Yeah, well, hopefully. Oh, oh!
Save. I'm glad
I'm going
we're
to
on
take my wife forward.
the same
Yeah, you should
minute.
be, because
49 like 40.
I watch it on my TV. I have got it on the tablet as a backup, just in case my TV decides to go.
So
No,
we
not
got
having it.
we've got a corner now, right? So that's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. We are known as
yeah.
Corner FC. We get loads of corners. Well, Kate McCabe's needed to score from 2 today already. She's got a really good delivery.
How's Russo been doing since settling in?
Oh, she's just awesome now. She is like trying to put it in a form that you would understand. She's a bit like Van Persie. She works really hard. Not necessarily always going to get you a goal, but she works damn hard.
Mm.
Always all over the pitch. Emily Fox making a debut today. She's been really good.
Was that the one I told you about?
Yeah. Well, because we were meant to be getting a left back.
That made me laugh.
When I, because I have 2 news feeds.
Yeah.
Not just for the men's and the women's, but I have for the women's like teams and the men's teams. And for some reason, that just pass me by, and I'm like, what? But I'm glad you told me, because obviously I looked into it and stuff like that, and I was like, yeah. But we were meant to get a left back as well, but I don't think that's happening now. We're meant to get one from PSG, I think, but I don't think that's happening. We will get a goalkeeper on loan for the rest of the season, because D'Angelo's going to play for Canada somewhere.
Who moved to Villa recently?
Maritz,
Ah.
our right back.
Yep.
That's a permanent signing as well. Cool has just left to go to Everton on loan.
Oh, the Swedish player. She's Swedish.
I think she's Danish, isn't she?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think she's Danish. Cool. And then we've got Volti should be leaving to go to Real Madrid in the summer. So yeah, plenty to go, plenty to do. Don't bring this up, Bobby, when your father is your mother, your sister is your mother. You're all loved by the Dinkle family. Can't behave. Lee says FA Cup replays I can watch on Tuesday as a backup to Barnsley versus Carlisle. I'll have Carlisle game on them once. 1-0 and 2-0. Now I'll be starting to watch races start turning it off afterwards. Are you joining Dermo for when you do the practice races, Chris? Because I know Dermo was thinking about doing the practice when they go to Barcelona and whatever else. Bahrain, I think it is. Is Mead. Good block. So you outraged that Arteta has a steak meal?
That made me laugh. That video of Salt Bay. It was such a stupid. It was. Why was it so like sensual the way Salt Bay fed Arteta as well? It wasn't
he does it to every single person.
No. But it's in the way Arteta was just like it was almost like something out. You're gonna. Oh, that should have. How do you call it? Do you know like you're almost in like a rom-com or something, and then the way that he fed Arteta the steak, and I was like, what is it? Are you dating him or something? I was like, what's going on here?
It's weird, isn't it? Oh dear, it's just a chant, is it? You are weird, you guys in Yorkshire. Pick up to you, Colm. You're still waiting for it to process, Emma. Oh my word. I'll say if I could, I'd give you all my login details, but I've got a feeling I don't think it'd work for everybody. Have you used mine? Is that how you've managed to watch it?
Sure, that is.
Yeah. Cool. As long as you've managed to watch it. Pre-season testing, you mean maybe on afternoon? I'll probably do morning ones on my channel. Yeah, cool. Cool. Yeah, I don't know what Dermo's doing, to be fair. I've got on the F1. But as you know, currently, I won't be watching F1 this season once again. There comes Watford. No, not no.
That made me laugh. You're just like, here comes Watford. Nope. Here comes Watford. Nope.
they've. Well, you can clearly tell there's a huge difference in quality.
Yeah.
They have got 4 of our youth players there. In all fairness.
Are they playing today?
Yeah. They don't have the same rules that we do in the Premier League.
No, yeah, that's fair. I know some people allow their loan players to play against the other
Yeah,
teams as
but
well.
to be fair, I think Arsenal would because it's good practice for them. Yeah, Agimang is one. There's a few others as well. Dermo is taking anti-delusional medication. I'm sure he will. Never change. I won't be watching it, mate. I just can't. Until Verstappen leaves, I can't watch that sport, mate. No. Doesn't excite me at all. Chris, but do let me know if there's a slight chance that it may not be a Red Bull walkover. Then I might watch it. I might watch the Singapore one still. So I like that Grand Prix. And Azerbaijan. Oh, are you looking forward to next weekend, mate?
Well, who are we playing?
Palace.
I mean, yeah, I think it'll be a how do you call it? A good game. I think we're just going to come back refreshed. To be honest, I just think we needed a bit of a break. We'll see.
Yeah,
because I don't think we're signing anyone this Jan now. Maybe
we
someone
will.
in the last
We
days.
will.
I just don't think we are going to get anyone big.
We'll get one. We'll get one at least.
Like a
there are negotiations with a team at the moment, which could happen, and that will be a player going there and a player coming in. So if that happens, I'll be delighted.
You have to tell me about it off stream.
No. Meerwald is coming off and McLean is coming on. Oh, it's a double substitution here, just to make my life a little bit harder. McLean and who's the other one? Oh, Lafayette. She is very good, actually. She's got the most assists at Watford this season. So it's quite surprising she's not actually started. So Lafayette is on for Leon and McLean is on. So I need to update the team sheet. Lafayette. Oh, I need to spell it the name right now. Oh, damn it. Actually spell a name.
McLean.
Oh, you are not funny. I was on about the other one. I know it's spelled McLean. It's the Lafayette one. I'm like, how do you spell her name? Lafayette. Make sure I get this right. Lafayette. Yeah, I got it right. Cool. You're just not funny. But anyway, whilst you're on here,
you're right. I'm hilarious.
Whilst you're on here, I'm now going to grill you.
Okay.
Right. So I asked a question to the guys the other day when we did the stream, right?
Yeah.
And obviously Nigel was very passionate about he has to go.
Yep.
If we don't win any of our next 5 games, are you happy for Arteta to stay?
Till the end of the season, yes.
Even if we don't win our next 5 games?
Yes.
Why is that?
Because I don't think you're going to get a manager in now that's going to be right for the long-term projection of the club. So doing it mid-season and firing Arteta, I don't think you're going to be the right decision. It depends if you're using a short-term manager.
Yeah.
I don't know. You're signing someone for 4 months, then maybe. But I'm just not even entertaining the idea of him going.
Okay.
To be honest.
Would you trust someone that Arsenal know and have backstage to step in and take over for the rest of the season?
Depends who that is.
Well, it's one of our coaching team.
Is it the young guy or is it not the young guy?
I can't say who it is.
Or is it?
Would you trust Arsenal?
AirPod Albert.
Oh, it's definitely not AirPod Albert. Albert will be helping this person though.
What, to get us over the line for 4 months? No.
Oh, okay.
Like, I trust our coaches and I think we have good coaches, but I just don't think it's feasible for I don't know how to explain it. if people want to get rid of him, that's fine. I just don't think doing it now is the right time to do it. If you're going to do it, wait till summer, because I think, right, the worry that I'd have is if you sack Arteta now, it suddenly becomes from we're slipping in a title race to are we going to make top four, right?
Okay. Yeah.
I trust Arteta more than anyone that we could hire to at least get us Champions League till the summer, right? Because at the end of the day, if you want to reset, having Champions League football is the most important thing for the long-term success of the club, right?
Yes.
So with us now not being able to have 5 spots pretty much in England, it's not confirmed, but it's looking very unlikely that 5 places aren't going to be up for grabs in the Champions League for the Prem this season because of how poorly United and Newcastle did in the Champions League. It's going to be more competitive. So that's why I wouldn't sack Arteta, because at the end of the day, if you don't see the long-term future of it, and it's not like we're playing poorly. The only time that we've played poor, I felt, was against Fulham. Every other time we've played against Villa, I felt we were the better team. Against Liverpool, I felt we were the better team. We just couldn't finish. Who else have we lost to recently?
Villa, Newcastle, Liverpool.
Newcastle. I don't think we were the better team, but I don't think we deserve to lose.
Right. Yeah.
So it's more. I'd be worried is if the past 5 games were like how we played against Fulham. Because if they were, then I'd be more siding with you than I would be currently. Because I don't think the performance level has dropped from the start of the season when we were top to now sitting in 4th or 3rd or wherever we're at the table at the moment, right?
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at. And maybe me saying, considering Arteta out, being a nonsense thought is a bit harsh, but that's just my standpoint. As we're still in a title race and we're about to go into the round of 16 of the Champions League. I don't think it's the time to be discussing this. To be honest, I mean, if you're talking 2 months' time, we're out of the Champions League and we're 6th, then sure, we can have the conversation. I just think when you've not gotten the points, then that you've expected to be compared to the results. I don't know, for example, like as I said, how we've performed recently, we deserve more points than we've accrued.
Yeah.
You can agree with that, right?
Yeah.
And any sort of finishing ability, we would have gotten what? How many points have we dropped now? We've lost 5? Or we've dropped points?
We've lost 4 in the league.
Okay, so we lost 4 in the league.
When we've drawn 4.
Yep. Then that's fine. And then Tony's asked, James, can you explain why we are 10 points off of it? We've improved. So it's taking a look. I know scoreline is all that matters, Chris, but it's not just black and white saying score matters. You could be playing crap like Emery was, that 16-run game where we were unbeaten and we fluked our way to that, and then it can all capitulate and then not to be sustainable. You saw how unsustainable it was, but we were all jaded by the fact that we had 16. What was it? 16 unbeaten. We went with him.
Yeah, something like that, wasn't it? Yeah.
Emery, and we could see it, but we were all under the we're winning, we're getting results, yada yada yada, right? But at the end of the day, I think this is sustainable. So to go back to what Tony said, right, James, can you please explain why we're 10 points worse off if we've improved? Now, there's areas that we've improved, and there's areas that I don't think we've improved. Attacking wise, I don't think we've improved at all. But I don't think that's an issue, because I think it's due to 2 things. One, Arteta literally changing how we set up, and 2, key players missing. So I don't know if you agree, right? We struggle with scoring because we struggle to get into the central areas in the pitch, like so just outside the box or just inside that area, if you know what I mean. If you were to draw, you've got the box, and then just above the box, like that's if you were to draw a circle, then like, I don't know, it's 16-yard line, right?
Yeah.
I think we struggle to get in there because we lack the verticality, and it's kind of ironic how I was calling for Partey to be sold, but we end up missing his presence now because of how forward passing he is.
Yeah.
And that's something that I think we're struggling with. And 2, how we set up. So if you compare it to last season, right? And I know, Tony, you're going to say how we 10 points off. Literally, the first half of last season was the best start we've had to any campaign, I think, in our history as a football club for 120 plus years.
Right.
I could be wrong. Is that having 50 league points in the first 19 games of a season? Is that our best season start to a season ever, or is the Invincibles better?
I doubt it's our best ever. Brenny's the person to ask for that, mate, because Brenny knows.
Well, I mean, if you doubt it's the best ever, right? So, I mean, if we would have continued at that pace, we would have equaled the best Premier League record ever.
Right.
To match the Centurions. That's the highest total points accrued ever in the Premier League. There's not been another team that have gotten 100 points, right? So,
right.
Now, if you're comparing it to that, then you're going to say, look, we're 10 points off where we were, right? So I think it's looking at it from that perspective. Yes, it would look worse. We scored enough?
I don't know yet. I'm still watching it.
I don't know. It's just there's 3 now. So anyway, so you're basing it off 10 points off of the best start.
Oh yeah, Black Stenius.
Oh, nice.
Black Stenius just scored.
All right, I'll let you do your thing, and then I'll continue.
All right, mate. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. So I could do this, people. Oh, once I can find it. There we go. There we go.
Welcome to my party. We're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare scarring.
So yeah, Black Stenius with a very, very good finish, to be fair. Good pass. I think it was by Cooney Cross. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, really good finish there by Black Stenius. But yeah, carry on, mate.
Yeah. So I think it's kind of not naive, but you're looking at it with tinted goggles in the sense of you're comparing this season to the best start to a season we've had in our history. So I think it's a bit, I don't know the word to describe it. It's kind of the standard that we should be at, and I guess that's what you're looking to be at. It's kind of that season was an outlier in the first half of the season. We could be having this conversation, Tony, in April when we started to drop off, and we could be 5 points better off than we were last season, and then we'd be having this conversation again, and it's all swings and roundabouts. We're just comparing it to this point of the season. So where we've improved this season compared to last season is how we limit chance creation. Now, you can back me up on this, Bobby, when I said I liked how Arsenal played last season, but I didn't like how Arsenal played last season when we let in too many goals, because it was like a tennis match or a hockey match, in the sense of it was continuously back and forth. There was no control, and it was literally, okay, we're going to attack, and then you attack. That's how it felt, right? Especially at the back end of last season, how we didn't seem to control games. We gave away sloppy chances, and we just let them in games.
Yeah.
And our season was based off of how well we attacked. Now, I think you can agree with this season. Our defensive shape as a team is so much better compared to last season, how much we limit chances. Do you agree with that statement, or do you not agree with that statement?
The Zinchenko thing bothers me, mate.
Okay, so don't base your opinion off of one player. Base it off as a team. Yeah. As a team, are we a lot better than last season at limiting chance creation from the opposite team? This should be a straightforward yes, we are, and I mean that in a nice way.
I don't think it is, mate, because when we did the stats on the show the other night, and we're literally halfway to the amount of goals we scored last season, let in last season. Still, I know they were on about big chances and stuff like that.
Yeah. But
I feel we're vulnerable. I still feel we're vulnerable.
Within where?
Defensively, we're vulnerable.
Like
Raya,
and be specific in. So you're talking about Zinchenko being a defensive liability and Raya not being as good as Ramsdale at, I would say, shot stopping. Right? I'm guessing that's where you're basing
comfortable
it off
with his feet as well. I don't think he's as comfortable as what Arteta thinks he is.
I think
he's a little bit. Yeah, I don't think he is. Well, admittedly, I've seen him a lot longer than probably most have. I saw him back when he was playing Blackburn, but for some whatever reason, he doesn't look that confident with us.
Okay,
I've seen him look more confident at other clubs, but
at Brentford. Well, I think
nervous.
I think that's a difference of how do you call it? I'm not agreeing that Raya was a good signing. By the way, I'm just pointing out that I'm still open in the sense that Raya could be a bad signing. I'm also still open in the sense that Havertz could be an atrocious signing, or he could be a good. I haven't made my mind up yet. I think that's the difference between going from a Brentford or a Championship team when they were at the time when he got him promoted. I think to now playing for us. So Tony said if we're better defensive, then that can't explain the points difference. So we give up attack to defend. It's a change of approach, less so. You can classify it as giving up attack to defend better. It is a stylistic change. Now I think that when you see Thomas Partey return, and when is Yuri and Timber meant to be back? March.
I expect him to be available for the second leg against Porto.
Okay, all right. So you'll see it's a better defensively in the sense of how we control the game and how much we limit opposition to bigger chances. So over the past 5 games, my statement is probably going to look a little stupid because we've been off the ball and we've given some pathetic goals in. But if you're basing it on the whole of this season, I think we're a lot better than allowing chances to be created against us as a team. And that's the hill I'll stand on, because I can see the difference between how we play now and how we played last season. And I'm a lot less worried about the opposition scoring than I was then, just because of how we're set up. So did we need Raya? That 30 million could have been used for better. Have at 65 million. Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to disagree with you at that point. I think the funds could have been used better, as we're saying from this point in time. We'll have to see. I mean, I don't think the jury is out on that yet. We scored again.
I'm just slightly concerned at the moment because I just feel that, as I said, that Josh had to come over and have a word and sort out some backroom issues. And it's like Arteta's gone a bit rogue. I don't think we needed to sign Raya at all. I would have been quite happy with, as I said the last summer, if we wanted to sell Turner, because clearly he can't play our style of football, sell Turner, bring in Sack-Steffen. I would have had no issues with that at all, because Sack-Steffen is very comfortable with his feet and could have just carried on with Ramsdale. We've now put ourselves in this position for January window where we have to be very clever with what we want to do. And it's not that easy. I think if Arsenal were brave enough, we could go and get 2 loans with obligations to buy. But I don't think they're brave enough because they don't know where they're going to finish. I think that's what the problem is. If
you're asking me now, right, does this current Arsenal team have the strength to win the league without any additions? Yes, I think it does.
What?
Yep. I think this Arsenal squad has the capacity to win the league.
Okay, is this with Timber back in the team?
As it is, with Timber back.
Okay.
It has the capability. As I said, that's why I said the squad, right?
Okay.
So this with our current injuries, no, but
yeah,
with him coming back and Thomas Partey coming back, I think we have the capacity to win the league.
Ooh. Yeah, good. That was good.
Save.
Good shot there. Yeah, save, yeah.
So yeah, but I think we do. Genuinely, I think we do. I just think we've been unlucky, like a lot of teams have been unlucky with injuries. It's just the way it is.
Yeah, I need to get some comments, mate, before we'll get back to some chat in a minute. Update about Everton and Villa. It was meant to be 1-0. It's been disallowed, so it's back to 0-0. Chelsea are still losing. I'm keeping an eye on that. They're playing West Ham. That's going to be quite a big shock, actually.
Chelsea women.
Chelsea look like they might have just equalised because it's now just flashing up on my screen that they've scored a goal. So yeah, that might now be 1-1. Damn it. It'd be nice for Chelsea to get knocked out. Man City have beaten Durham 4-0. Obviously, Man United beat Newcastle 5-0 earlier today. That 50 million on the midfielder we need to keep in Partey Watford. Yeah, well, look, even Arteta was told that this was the wrong decision. I know that a lot of people think right decision to keep him, but it's wrong because look, how often has he played since August? That was the big concern, was his injuries and his shenanigans off the pitch. He needed to go. We needed the money to then go in, sign someone that is better. And I will say that there are better players out there than Partey because he's unreliable to me. and that is a big flaw. So unreliable. I don't know what it is. Obviously, something about the UK just makes him just break like a twig. I don't know what it is. It's weird though, because he was literally out for 35 days his whole career at Atletico.
Yeah.
And I think we'll be lucky that he's even played for 35 days here. It's just weird. Oh, hang on. There's Lacasse. Oh, Goldschmidt. Goldschmidt's done really well today. She's played about 5 or 6 good saves.
Yeah. Yeah, no, sorry, I don't know if I'm detracting away from the women's football we've been talking about.
No, that's right. I'm still watching it, mate. So don't worry. I can listen and watch. I realised, but we haven't got a chance when you're back up. So, Nketiah, mate, I look like I've said on whatever day we did it, Thursday. Nelson and Nketiah. Nelson, I'm going to give him a little bit of a pass because he has shown a little bit of promise recently. Smith Rowe, Arteta and Smith Rowe just clash. Not going to work. Let's try and get the money. However, his value has drastically dropped since summer because we haven't played him. So we'll be lucky to get what we wanted. And Eddie, yeah, he's the right club comes in for the right money. He's off. He's out of here. But I don't know whether or not, because I think Crystal Palace came back in with a second offer this week with a loan with an obligation. But that still doesn't help us because we want the money now, not we'll wait till the summer, because we still need someone to replace. Mind you, I still think, and I know it's crazy, I still think we could be okay without Nketiah for the rest of the season.
Yeah, so do I. I think we'd be fine if we sold Eddie and it allowed us to get a box to box, like a Douglas Luiz, for example. I'm just throwing a name out, not like someone like that, right? Someone who can play as a midfielder, and I think we'd be fine.
Yeah. See, the Douglas Luiz, and I know Gunnar King was talking about that Borja Mayoral, and I'm like, I don't know what he's watched for the past 9 years.
That's the striker, right?
Yeah, but one, there is no links with us at all because that's why I've never talked about it. But also, what's he been watching for the past 9 years? Because that guy goes on loan at all sorts of different clubs, doesn't really do anything. Just because he was at Real Madrid. Hang on. Angemang. Angemang has just scored for Watford. This is weird because she's actually ours.
I feel like I'm losing my mind.
That's weird because I want to celebrate it, but I can't.
I should have saved that.
Well, there you go. See, now you can see. She's awful goalkeeper. Lovely lady, but awful as a goalkeeper. But Angemang has scored against her parent club, which is why she's not celebrating. So bless her for not celebrating. But that's awful. But yeah, Angemang with the goal. Yes, look, everyone knows how much I want Zubimendi at the club. That guy would finish our midfield, finishing touch.
Is he open to the move though? That's the real question.
Well, not in January.
No, but in summer, because we said this last time, and he didn't want to leave the Real Sociedad.
Well, he would have left last summer until we pulled the plug on the actual signing. So it's whether or not we can convince him. Again, that's the problem, because we did upset him last summer because we pulled the plug on it to go and get Havertz. So, I don't know. As a midfielder, Zubimendi, Odegaard, and Rice for me is just paradise. I'd be quite happy with Onana, Rice, and Odegaard as well, because you've got Brothers of Destruction there.
This is a superhero team. It's
what Josh wants. He wants Brothers of Destruction, and I didn't know what he was on about. I was like, "What you on about?" And I think it's a wrestling term or something. Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, I'd be quite alright with Onana. But then I'd also be all right with the 4 midfielders of Onana, Zubimendi, Rice, and Odegaard, and then have Onana and Rice in certain games, but then Zubimendi and Rice and Odegaard in other games, because I don't think you need Onana and Rice in every game, because they would be slightly more defensive-minded if you had Zuma Mendy, because he can do the defensive midfielder, but also be the creative midfielder as well. You'd have a bit more. There's been loads of changes for Watford, but because there's nothing I can actually check on who's coming on and who's coming off, I do apologise, Watford lineup, but I can't change you. But Carly Johns is coming on. She is the top goal scorer for Watford this season so far. I think we've lost ground relying on keeping Partey and not improving. Like I said, we should have sold him last summer. It was a mistake not to. I can't see it happening this month, but if we could, then great. The Saudi clubs have been very quiet so far. That's a slight concern because they have got the money. It could all kick off in the last 2 weeks. That's what could happen. Did you hear that Tomiyasu wasn't playing for Japan today?
Nope, I didn't.
Yeah, he wasn't even picked. It wasn't even on the bench. Don't know, but he wasn't in the team. Wasn't on the bench. So obviously, because he's not ours now, technically, because he's in Japan, we're not going to get a quick update about it. So, mind you, they were playing Vietnam, so maybe they're just like, okay, don't really need to use him today. Because I think he's one of their most important players, Tommy.
Yep.
Maybe it's because they're playing Vietnam, maybe. What would you do, right? Because there is a lot of chat about this. Benzema coming to the UK.
Yeah. I'd 100% take him on a 6-month loan.
So would I. And that's the bad thing. I'm like, yep, I'll have him. Because he'd do exactly what we've been waiting. Every stream I do, every watch along I do, someone needs to get in the middle. Benzema would be doing that. That's exactly what he'd be doing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd love him. I don't care if it was just 6 months. But that would be, just imagine the streams about it. Because how many years we've been linked with him?
I think we've been linked with him since I was like looking at news on Google constantly, refreshing it.
I think it's about 10 years now.
Yeah, honestly, when it was like 2013 or 14, and I was refreshing it constantly. Oh, we've been linked with Higuain, and it's just like that since then.
I know Tony's saying too much money for that, Bobby. Yeah, to be fair, yeah, I do get what you're saying there, actually.
Good save again. Is it just gone?
Oh, it's offside. I was wondering why the Watford players weren't trying to stop him from going in the ball. I was like, what are you doing?
Me and you both.
I was like, why are you not trying to stop the ball? They're just like watching it going, yeah, that's going in. Yeah, that's definitely going again. I'm like, yeah, stop it then. Jeez. Oh, God. But yeah, Benzema. But I know that Tony's saying too much money. I don't think it would be.
I mean, he'd have to reduce his wages because he's on a mad amount.
Any person.
He's getting, I think he's getting 100 million euros a year.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, because they're talking about Jordan Henderson possibly going to Celtic.
Yeah, that was
obviously he's obviously going to have to drop his wages a lot to get to Celtic. So, yeah, they'll reduce their money. They won't demand what they're getting in Saudi. It's a whole different world out there in terms of money, anyway. But there's we've got scouts at AFCON at the moment watching a certain player. So that could be interesting to see if anything moves on him.
You won't have to tell me about it after stream. Wink.
Well, who do you think it might be?
I have no idea. Don't know who we're linked with. I'm guessing it's a winger.
No, midfielder. Have you not been hearing some stuff then?
No, not about African players.
I thought it was in the media. Well, Fofana, the guy that signed from Lons. Yeah, he.
No thanks. Yeah, I know who you're on about. No thanks.
Oh, you don't want him?
Nope.
Oh, hang on. Would you take Henderson? No. Don't like him. Never have. I don't rate him, to be honest. I think he gets away with a lot of crap football, to be fair, because he's got good midfielders around him. Manuela, the keeper, she have to go. That's why we want Mary Earps, please. Yeah, big up to Hada. Look, we hope so. I'm sure we're going to get a new goalkeeper in the summer. I just don't know who. There are others, thankfully, than Mary Earps, but yeah, it's got to be Mary Earps for me. I'll be delighted.
We've been talking about it for a while, haven't we?
Yeah, well, we obviously offered a world record fee last summer.
Jan for Russo.
Yeah, but I think we did the same for Earps last summer, and Man United turned it down. But yeah, hey, sweetheart.
Why are you actually winning one?
Oh, thank you. Yeah. See, yeah, James heard that.
It's the women, no wonder why.
Yeah, there you go. he made James laugh as well. Yeah, that just says everything about the watch-alongs I have to do at the moment. Oh, there we go. There is 4 blacks. Oh, that's Ilstedt. Ilstedt has made it 4-1 to the Arsenal.
Welcome to my party, we're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare scarring.
I still reckon they should have mixed teams.
We've talked about this. Me and Tony say this about having mixed teams. It would be quite interesting. It's just dangerous. That's the only thing that my issue is.
If you trialled it as like a Shield Cup sort of scenario, how is it dangerous though?
And men tackle women's leg. I think it would break into many pieces. That's what I'm thinking is the injuries. They would be extreme.
But football is kind of extreme injury anyway.
Yeah, but you just imagine trying to think. Cooney Cross getting tackled by Banana. It would be horrendous, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I'm just thinking of the horrible stories that will come out of a horrible injury that comes out if we trialled it. It'd have to be like a non-contact type football.
Thinking like a
football.
I think in like a charity type environment, it could be kind of.
Yeah, that's what Em said about the charity cup.
Yeah, I think or even how they do like in the. Do you know how they do in like the MLS? Right, where they do like the MLS All Stars.
Oh, All Stars. Yeah,
I think that would be a fun concept in the Prem.
Yeah.
Do you not agree?
Yeah, it would be, but yeah, bit too Americanized for me though. I just might want to see it because it's very much American sports. Because the NFL do it, NBA. I think the NBA do it as well.
Oh, I'd love to see like a William Saliba and Van Dijk on the same team. Would you not want to see that at least once? A Van Dijk and Saliba partnership.
Who would you cheer on though? Because on the opposition,
I wouldn't care.
I
just would want to see. I just want to see a Van Dijk and Saliba partnership because I think it would be unstoppable.
Tony's saying hello to Em. Tony says hello.
You're right, mate.
You're right, mate. Okay. Bobby McKay would kick ass. There would have to definitely be a shower situation sorted out. Yes, Tony, that's for certain.
Filthy. Filth.
Oh, he's Blackstenias. It's Marnham 5.
Welcome to my party, we're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare scarring.
I know. It's
just barely score 1. They've scored 4.
See, I'm getting banter here from my own partner on my team.
Who's their manager?
Jonas.
Oh, so it's not Arteta, so that's it. Okay. Cheerio, folks.
See you later.
See you later, doll. You can tell what camp Em is on regarding Arteta in or out. Oh dear.
So we've had 6 Arsenal players score today. Nice.
Yes, weirdly. It's nice though. I did say 5-0. I know Hada said 5-0, but I suppose maybe we had to give Agimanga.
It's 6-0.
Yeah, it's technically 6-0. Yeah, it's technically 6-0. Well, it's a better performance second half by Watford. First half, they were awful.
How has Cooney Cross got on since coming in?
Oh, mate, honestly, after the first couple of like settling in games, I'd call it, she's incredible.
She's 22, right? She's 22.
Yeah. She's meant to be the future of the Australian team, and to be fair, I can see why.
How old is Sam Kerr? Sam Kerr isn't that old, is she, or is she not?
Oh, now
mid-20s?
you're testing me. I think she's a little bit older than that, mate.
Googling.
Yeah,
say 26.
Because she's out with an ACL now.
Has there been more investigation in that? Because they were talking about it.
She is going to be 31 this year, mate.
Oh, damn.
I had a feeling she was a lot older.
How do you call it? Because there was an investigation looking into why women's football is suffering many ACL tears.
It will take a while. It's like any investigation. It will take a while. They need all the.
Has there been like the men's game, like a drastic increase in fixtures, or has it not seen that yet?
No, they think it might be to do more with the pitches.
Oh, really?
Well, because when they play at Man U's ground, Lee one, that is actually a rugby ground, not a football ground. So obviously the grass is a lot different to how it is here, because obviously this is a football pitch. But yeah, the Lee one is being discussed because that is technically a rugby ground, so it allows more water. And
so where we're currently playing now, how far away is this from the Emirates?
Which is Boreham Wood. So it's not that far, because my granddad lived there. I couldn't tell you in miles, mate, but I know it doesn't take long to get from Boreham Wood to Arsenal, because my granddad used to do it.
Because they train at Coney as well, don't they?
Yeah. Because hopefully at some point, Arsenal ladies will always be playing at the Emirates, but it'll be under 21s, and the under 18s will carry on playing at Meadow Park. So yeah.
Does the youth play here as well? Like
our youth do.
Under 18s and
yeah. It takes that's quite a long far actually. 47 minutes in a car, but it's 13.5 miles away.
Oh yeah, I mean that's London for you, isn't it?
It's London traffic, yeah. But Boreham Wood is closer to Watford than Arsenal. So technically for Watford, this were a far journey. But they also train next to us, don't they?
Yeah, I was going to say, do you think we missed something by not paying close enough attention to João Pedro from Watford? Because I mean, he was right next door.
Well, I said when Watford were in,
because Newcastle almost got him, didn't they?
Yeah, when it was Dennis, João Pedro, and what was the other one that was up front for Watford? There was 3 of them, and I said all 3 of them are going to be quality. Unfortunately, I don't know what's happened to Dennis. Dennis has enjoyed way too many turkeys or something. I don't know what he's been doing. But yeah, it's been a shame about him, but he showed quality. But João Pedro, I said he looks good. I think he's someone that we should. But this is Brighton scouting network. They are so much better than.
Yeah, they've signed that Barker or
as Moss calls him, the ginger Argentinian. I don't know why it matters what colour his hair is, but yeah, he's quality as well, isn't he?
Yep.
Yeah, it is what it is. We will get better with the scouting. We'll get better at South American scouting anyway. That's the main thing, because I think that's where the bargains are anyway. Not so much European, because we're looking at that 18-year-old from Antwerp, but he's going to cost a good 40 million. I think Hatter, if you get him, he'd be quality as well.
Who?
Euro Hato from Ajax.
Oh yeah. I haven't watched much into him, to be honest. I haven't spent the time, because I mean the links haven't intensified since it was briefly mentioned.
Only because he can't move in January.
Did they not change? Oh, that was close to being 6. Did they not change the rule of that recently?
No,
being able to sign Because he's 17 at the moment. I thought they changed the rule on that.
Not as
We should sign him and then loan him back to Ajax for like a season.
Yeah, but we'd have to get the money for it. Like Gunnar King was saying the other day about this Borgia dude again. I was like, I don't think you quite understand football so much. When you have to pay a release clause, you have to pay it in one lump sum.
Well, unless you agree to do it separately with the club.
Well, no, in La Liga, you don't have that option. You have to pay La
No.
Liga the actual money, not the club. So spending that much, I think it was like 17 million for Borgia's release clause. That technically is like a 72 to 90 million pound player. That lump sum. That's basically what you're signing. No thanks. And to be honest,
do you know how much with Rice? How much the upfront fee was? Was it 40 million that we paid in one go?
What we paid 50.
50 in one go.
Yeah.
Damn.
Which again has not also helped us. I don't know why West Ham, because it was very weird. I don't know what West Ham's issue was, to be honest. Oh, they have gone to full time, but there is a player down. So it's Beth Mead.
With a head injury.
Head injury. Yeah, he has blown the whistle as well. But me and James will keep on talking for a little bit. I'll turn that off now. What were we saying now, mate? I can't remember.
West Ham.
Oh, yeah. I don't know why West Ham wanted so much in one lump sum. I find it very odd.
I think they had their own FFP issues.
Well,
that's really what I was told.
I think it was more to do with the way that they wanted to spend the money. Because I think if we paid out how we normally would have, they wouldn't have been able to got a Kudu and an Alvarez. I think it would have been one or the other. I think we've kind of helped them in the market in a way, which is kind of annoying. Because Kudu, again, I think quality signing. Do you think we should have got Kudu now you've seen him play in the Premier League?
He's not someone I'm too worried about because I think we can get him again.
You think we can get him again?
If we need to. Yeah, I'm... It's like there's one player I'd rather have Paqueta from West Ham than I would Kudus.
I ain't paying 100 million for him, mate.
I think you can get him for 80 and I'd pay it. I think he's great. I think he's the box.
Yeah,
but
the thing is,
we need.
Right, because admittedly, there's going to be some commercial deals that Arsenal will be announcing within the next few weeks, because we've got a team out in Dubai now. So our budget every summer will increase as long as we stay in the Champions League, obviously. But do you really want to just like spend one large amount of money on one player?
Well, that's where we're going to need to be honest. And this is why everyone if we sign Tony, because there was that AFC Camden account, right? He seems relatively well linked, but I'm not.
He's probably one of the most trusted ones on there. However, I would say that he's gone a little bit ahead of the mark on that one.
So, because obviously the Tony news, right?
Yeah.
I'll say my piece on the Tony situation. I'm okay with signing Tony, but not for the price that he's being quoted. If you're talking Tony for 100 million, walk away because you're overpaying by about 40 to 50 million pounds.
Yeah.
But it's for me, as you said, the Borja Moyarel signing, the others we've been linked to that are stopgaps. We can't be in that position, because if you're going to sign Borja Moyarel, you might as well keep Eddie Nketiah. Let's be real, right? Because he's not better than Eddie.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the way it is. So we have to. For me, the position of the team is we either need to be recruiting elite talent that is very young, like Hato from Ajax. I'm saying that as an example. I haven't watched him, but everyone that has watched him that I trust has said he's a very, very good young defender, right?
Yeah.
Or you go the route of signing the best players in the world. And that's where I'm at. Like, you can find value positions if you need. If you need to find I don't know, say for example, Onana isn't the best midfielder in the world, but if you need him as a rotation option for 40 million pounds, fine. But if you're talking about finalising the jigsaw of this Arsenal team, you can't have a stopgap at striker, because you can see the difference that KDB made when he walked into the team yesterday for Man City. You see the difference Haaland made to the team when he's fit. Yeah. We're missing that. Liverpool have Salah. We're missing the the best of the best in the front line. So that's why I'm not entertaining it right now. That speak of Tony, because he's a great footballer. I just don't think he's the level mover.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm hot on Victor Osimhen, because he seems to be the only, outside of Mbappe, he seems to be the superstar that's available on the market or will be in the summer. If it was me, I'd get Liao, but I don't think he's going to move because I don't think he's available. So that's where I'm at. So
yeah, I mean, look, I've never been a great fan of Tony. For 40 million quid, I'm definitely going to turn him down for that, because that's Nketiah, basically. So yeah, I'd sell Nketiah for 40 million, bring in Tony for 40 million. But Osimhen, the problem is Chelsea are working their little magic with him at the moment, and I hope it doesn't go that way for him, basically, as well, because I think that is a joke. Because Chelsea are not going to be much better next season, not at the current state of play.
Look, if he goes to Chelsea, then there's nothing you can do about it. But then again, I think there's a list of things that I think you need to be able to do when we're in this position of the squad now, right? So if we were talking 2 years ago, you would have spent 40 million on Tony. It's fine, because he would have been a great addition to what the level of the team was. But you see it, and your and mine expectations of this squad is good enough to go deep in the Champions League and compete for the league, right?
Yeah.
Without obviously injuries. I know that's taken into account, but on paper, I'm just saying as a squad, that's where we should be at. So it gets to a point when you're at that level, the marginal differences make a massive impact, and you have to be careful with your funds. So that's where I'm at with it, and I think everyone else should be of a similar mindset. Maybe if you don't see the same thing and you're really high on Tony, fair enough. I'm not going to knock you for rating a player higher than I do. It's just that's where I'm at.
See, I obviously know that we're trying to sign a centre back for the summer, and it's quite a big spend as well. Like 60 million.
Does he play in Portugal?
Well, we've got scouts watching Diamande at the moment. Yeah. So, and I think we've had positive negotiation with his family and stuff. So I think it's all going in the right way at the moment. But I just don't get that signing with Saliba and Gabriel.
Oh, I do. I know I do, because I think I personally think this team, with the way we're going, we could go into a back three quite easily. I think there's expansion for it. And when I say this, is there's something that Arteta has said in the beginning of the summer before transfers, I believe, is he said he wants Arsenal to be unpredictable. And with a signing like him, you can be. Plus, my worry is, and what happened last time is, if Saliba gets injured, who comes in and replaces him?
Yeah.
It's more of a what Tony said. Do you think Gabriel will go? I don't think so, because I think every team in that should be up there within challenging for European honours, I'm talking Champions League, needs to have 3 really, really good centre backs. I don't think we have 3. I think we have 2.
Yeah, because we sold Holding last year, so we've only got. I know Tony's not listening, but just in case he listens back, that will make him smile. But yeah, I've always said that I think every club needs 3, don't you? Because you get such a big drop off.
Yeah, no, there is, and with Diamande, he's like Saliba, because he doesn't. If you played Saliba as a left centre back and you played somebody else as a right centre, you wouldn't see the drop off in level of performance from Saliba, because he is that good. And I think the same with Diamande. So I get it, and I think something else. The areas I think we lack fullbacks that are really good, and I'm talking. I just think we lack pace as well.
Yeah.
From in the wide areas, whatever you want to do, if you want to call that as a wing back or a winger type profile. Has there been any news on Frimpong? No development since, because I know he has a release clause that I trigger because it's really good value in the summer.
Becomes active in the summer. It's between us and Liverpool, as far as I'm aware. So Yeah, it depends who wins the race. But to be honest, it wouldn't surprise me if Liverpool won it, because they're talking about putting Trent in midfield, aren't they? So, yeah, I got a horrible feeling he's going to go to Liverpool because I think he's quality. I really do.
Yeah.
Because again, I'm not saying White's had a massive drop off, but I think Frimpong, because he'd also be able to cover you at Saka's position as well, if necessary, not all the time, but he's a very good right midfielder as well. But yeah, 34 million quid for Frimpong. And he's got, was it 17 goal contributions already this season? Something like that. It's mad, isn't it? For his position, that is mental. But yeah, it's going to be, look, depending on what else happens in January, which I'm assuming will probably be a left back at the moment. Possibly get a forward. I'll be surprised if it happens, but we'll see. Maybe a midfielder as well. There's so much that could happen. There's so much that could not happen. Do you think Gabriel will go? He would have gone last summer. Thankfully, we kept hold of him. An offer was meant to come in. I said this on the show on Thursday. An offer was meant to come in for him early January. Never came in, but we would have probably rebuffed it anyway. James, believe me, we are unpredictable. Kivior would replace Kivior won't be here in the summer. He'll be sold. I reckon. Yeah, there's no long-term future, I don't think, at Arsenal now. It's just a shame. I don't know why. I think he's a good player, but it is what it is. You have to move on some players, don't you? James, thank you ever so much for coming on. I need to make sure the tags come on so you can actually see where you are. There we go. Right, where can they find you, my friend?
You can find me on X. Thank God they changed that now. I struggled with Twitter. You can find me at James Armory TV if you enjoyed the conversation, or if you didn't and you want to follow me and not listen to me or block me, that's where you can find me. So yeah.
Look, me and James don't always agree on everything, but we'll have a decent conversation about it and not argue. But yeah, that's what we do on here. Thanks, Bobby, James, and him. Yeah, I'll say thanks to him when I go down in a minute. But yeah, guys, you'll catch me on Wednesday for definite for the transfer news, unless there's any breaking news, and I'll come earlier. But Friday will be the Crystal Palace preview as well, because we've got a watch long next weekend. For anyone that's interested in Scottish football, Celtic are playing a team called Bucky Thistle next Sunday in their Scottish FA Cup.
What? That sounds like a soda.
The things I've had to do to try and get pictures of their players is ridiculous, because I do loads of stuff for the thumbnails and the videos and stuff, and I'm like, oh, this is just becoming a nightmare. They are in the Highland League, which is basically our national league.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's tune in next Sunday for that, because it'd be an interesting game. Could be many goals, if I'm honest. Sorry, Bucky. But yeah, guys, speak to you all later. Take care.